Hi, I'm Catherine, and you're watching the Arcane Moonlight channel. Hi friends, today I'm super excited to be unboxing my horns from Shadowfall Workshop. They were kind enough to send me a little care package, and I am gonna jump right on in. Oh, look at this parchment, that is adorable, I love that. Ooh, a unicorn horn. Let's see. I wonder what color it is. Ooh, oh, that's nice. Look at that. And it's got two holes right at the base, so you can thread the screws through. It looks like onto the headband, I believe. Yeah, because they sent two headbands. Oh, it's also 3D printed and comfortable. Okay. Let's put it together. They sent this handy dandy little container with screws and instructions. So, okay. Oh, interesting. It also can be done on string. Oh, I dropped one. Be done on string. Come back. There we go. Okay, setting that down. There is a QR code on here for instructions. I am going to open that up and then come back. Okay, so I visited the very handy Shadowfall website with the QR code here. And what I have learned is there is a really cool system with these little locks that pop right into a socket here at the base of each of their horns. And the screw will go on one end and then on the other, and I will assemble it that way. But with this unicorn horn, they also included a long string and two little holes to thread it through, which I'm guessing would make for a more of a front placement, which for me is how I would wear a unicorn horn. And look how cute this is, oh my gosh. I never thought I wanted to be a unicorn, but now I'm here for it. Oh my gosh. So the folks over at Shadowfall were super thorough with everything they included in this little kit to attach our horn to our headband here. And what we are going to do is unscrew the screw from this interlock piece, taking care to keep pressure on the nut so it doesn't fly away. Even if it did, no biggie. Oh, it is actually really in there. Good for them. Okay. And next, I am going to put the unicorn horn right on the center hole right here, just as a unicorn would be, but I bet that with a different set of horns with all of these little holes, you have so much flexibility. And they gave us a little Allen wrench, and as you can see right here, I'm just going to tighten that into the nut. And it just came a little bit loose, but let's do a couple more turns. There we go. Nearly there. And now we are going to snap this bad boy into place. And I've got this side of the unicorn in front and this in back, but I'm sure it wouldn't really matter. You can flip this headband around either way. And just pop that into place. I'm pinching and pushing. There we go. Ooh, okay. Excellent. Ta-da! Okay, yeah, that's pretty cute. And for the unicorn horn, I definitely would want it to sit a little bit further forward like so. And with this headband, you could, tuck it behind hair. You could wrap flowers around it, moss, really dress it up. Also, I figured out from Shadowfall that this string is highly stretchy. And what we can do here is convert this unicorn horn off of the headband and onto the string, which will give us a more forward placement with the horn. And in order to do that, let us get the string through. The nut there, it won't work that way. Okay, pulling the nut out. So in order to get the peg out of the socket here, I pulled it out with some pliers using the screw. And from there, that will allow us to put the string through these little holes on the sides. Maybe that's not it, because it is just barely long enough, but look how cute that is. My Little Pony. I'm just gonna be Rarity. That would be so cute. Oh man, Rarity's my favorite. I'm definitely a Rarity Fluttershy mix, which is a funny combination to be, but it checks out, it checks out. And I did not realize just how stretchy this thing is, but it stretches. It stretches really nicely. So what we're gonna do here is tie a nice little knot at the back. I'm gonna make it like a double knot just because this is a slippery sort of string. But it's clear, which lends itself perfectly to being worn on the forehead. It may even be beneficial to tie some kind of fishing line knot here, and I might do that in the future. But let me see if this double knot will hold. Okay, after some finagling and pulling on both ends at once, holding bottom ends with my ring and pinky fingers and the top with my index and thumbs, I was able to get a nice tight knot. And now we get to do the fun part. I'm gonna put it on like a headband or a necklace. One of the fabric headbands is what I mean. And then we just slide this bad boy on up. Oh, okay. Look how cute. And you can hardly even see that monofilament string because it's covered by the hair and it blends with your skin tone. And that is on there pretty securely. I can make it wiggle, that's pretty funny. And as you can see, I can now grant wishes if your heart is pure. Okay, I am super duper excited for these tiefling horns. Boy, oh boy. This is just one of them, they're huge, I love it. Oh wow. Holy moly, look at that. This is going to be perfect. Can we just take a moment? I cannot see, like, there's no like print layer lines hardly that are visible in anything. It's really fine quality. Oh my goodness. This is such a beautiful filament as well. It has like a slight metallic sheen, but it's very, it looks natural still, even though it catches the light in a very fun way, this color gray. All right. And the other one, set this aside. Well packed. Okay. No way, man. Super cool. Okay, let's put these on the headband using our handy dandy interlock system. And this time, we are also going to use this little clear string that came with it to secure the headband at the back of the head, just because these are understandably a little bit more heavy than some smaller horns, because they're the extra large ones. Oh my goodness. So I think the question for me is gonna be, where do I want these bad boys to sit? And I'm going to do a little testing here. I love that they like just graze the front of the forehead like that. It makes them look so much more realistic. And I'm feeling with my finger, so that is right about where the hole is for that interlock bag. And I'm just gonna make a note. It's that hole right there. Pull it out carefully. And that is the 1, 2, 3, 4th hole from the middle. Okay, so we are going to pop our screw in there and put that nut and interlock right on. And I'm just holding it with my thumb here, which is the first. You don't necessarily need the Allen wrench right away or the Allen key, but now I'm tightening it a little bit more. They do say don't over tighten it. There we go, that is sitting very nicely with the screw on the bottom. And what I love about the Allen key method is that other horns I have worn before have a Phillips head screw at the bottom of the headband, and that snags on your hair, whatever is on your head, and pinches and hurts. So this is gonna be so much more comfortable. Look how it's completely flush with the headband. That's gonna be a dream to wear. Okay, so rectangular shaped little hole here. And we're just gonna squeeze that on in. Pop. And voila. Okay, so I do need to tighten that a little further. There we go, that is much more snug now. That's holding very well. And let's do righty. 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go. And yeah, the instructions were very easy to follow on the website, and there's pictures. It's intuitive as well, and it's like, I think this is gonna be extremely comfortable. So I've tightened it some of the way here, but I'm gonna wait to tighten it all the way until I get righty on. Popped right in. Oh, look at these, look at these. Okay, tightening that up just a touch more, and I'll make some final adjustments once it's on my head. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna rotate just, okay, that's it. Yes, I rotated them out slightly, and that was the ticket. Tuck in the hair behind. Oh. I feel hot. I do. I really and truly do. Now, what happens if I sit them a little further back? Okay, that also looks really good. I kind of like that. I really like that. And I have just been making little micro adjustments here. Like, you can adjust the angle and then tighten that Allen key further. So depending on how far forward you want the horns to come towards your face, you have options. Additionally, the angle on which they sit on your head seems to be also very customizable. And as we can see here, if I just tuck my hair back, they have a really good shape fitting towards the curvature of the skull. And I haven't even put the little elastic string on yet, but I know that once I do, these are really going to be secure. Like, they wobble a little bit right now, but let me show you with the string. And the method I have used to attach the string here is just a simple knot in that base hole along the headband. There we go. And that allows the rest of this to hang down. And when you have it over your head, you get to pull on either of these ends, tie it tight in the middle, and then do yourself a little handy bow at the back, and that holds very nicely. I suppose you could also keep it permanently tied in a bow, but I find this large loop much easier to get over my head and more comfortable that way. And if that is something that you're concerned about, try the larger loop and then tug, tug, bow, bam. So I've just put the string over my head and around my neck. And now I'm sliding the headband onto my head. And the string on each end of the headband is secured there with a knot on the outside, which allows me to grab onto the end of it and pull it down. There's one end, and the other end is, drum roll please. There it is. Okay, so now we have full control over how tight our horns are gonna sit. So we've got them positioned just where we want them, right here. And now what I'm gonna do is tie this. Actually, I'm putting my hair up first. I'm doing this the hard way. Let's make our lives easier. Hair is up and out of the way. Repositioning horns, adjusting, and now what I'm gonna do here, so you can see, the string is slid through the back, and I can take these ends and tie them in a nice neat little bow. And now that that is seated on there very nicely, hair comes down, and voila. You can go to the Ren Fair as a lovely tiefling lady, and that is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm also gonna be cosplaying my Pathfinder character, super excited about that. But here we are, they're super light. I will say these are the most comfortable horns I have ever worn, be it from a Halloween store, be it from the internet, be it things I've made. They really nailed it over at Shadowfall Workshop with this setup here. All I would need to do is tie the string just a little bit tighter. It's hard to tie a knot sometimes myself, like when I can't see the back of my head. But yeah, the string keeps the back of the headband from pinching on the ears, and that is like my biggest complaint. That and the screws that dig into your head underneath the horns. But neither of those things are happening here, and I'm extremely pleased. And oh my goodness, look at these beauties. Huh. I want to say a big heartfelt thank you to the folks at Shadowfall Workshop. I love my new horns, oh my gosh. And thank you so much for watching. I hope this was a helpful little insight into putting together your little treasures from them. And please check out their Etsy page, because goodness, there is something for everybody on there. They also do ears. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned to see the cosplays that I will make with these, because they are incoming. Drink water, take extra good care of yourself, and do something that makes you feel a little bit magical today. Bye!